Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running.
Peter, I can't recall a better leader of the line than Marco van Basten.
Yeah, a great scorer of goals and, of course, a scorer of great goals.
Yeah, and because of that, the words audacious and spectacular come to mind, and I think they best sum up what he could muster on a consistent basis. This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Bellingham. It's a searching pass. That's really well cleared. Messi. And it's Mendes. Looking to play him in. Messi. João Neves. That has been cut short. Great vision. He's being urged to shoot. Decent chance! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Dembele. And this is Drogba. It's not an especially good pass, that. Liverpool leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Look at the space here. Big chance! And it's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Bellingham is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Van Basten. Yaya Toure. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Oh, it's come loose. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, smashing off the post. Liverpool have got it back and they'll have another go. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Bellingham can see things others simply cannot. Looking for options for movement. Mbappe looks to get on the end of this. Now it's Pedri. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Messi. Threads one in. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
They get a throw in. And here's Dembele.
That's positional gold. The utilisation of...
Up he goes! It's hit the crossbar. It's there! And again they hit the front. Mbappe at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, can he get onto this? Alexander-Arnold. Now, he's got space here. Dembele looking to get on the end of this. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Tries to play it through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Can he get on the end of this? That has not gone well. Hakimi. Rijkaard. João Neves. Now it's Mbappe. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Messi. Spread it left.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He's a sharp little ball here. Bellingham! They've got to be quick to recover this. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Liverpool head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And the second half gets underway. That's a good ball.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He has found the way through. Played in by Robertson. Pedri. Well, that looks a decent ball. It's a throw-in. It's going to be another throw. And here's a... Oh, shooting chance! That's a half-decent try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Stood up well to him there. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Bellingham. Yaya Toure. Great chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Bellingham. Dembele. And Alexander-Arnold. And this is Messi. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Messi considers his options.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Van Basten! And now a sudden chance to counter. Pinches it off him. It's a good spell of possession, this. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Van Dijk has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Well, when the ref tells you you're going to get booked next time, you should listen.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Well, he may well be lining up the knuckleball here. It is a specialty.
Messi! It's their second corner of the game. Van Basten!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
That is good alertness. Bellingham. And it's Robertson.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Now it's Bellingham. That's a nicely shaped ball. Drogba is flagged offside. Robertson. That's been intercepted. There's the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Crosses it in. Shot and he shoots! He's scored! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is quite a battle.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Substitution.
Arsenal making another change here. And that's asking too much of anyone and everyone. Bellingham. Tries to pass it through. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Rijkaard. Yaya Toure. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous! Oh, it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Arsenal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Spread out to the left. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Bellingham picks it up out wide. And he gets rid in a hurry. Corner number 2 then. Rijkaard clears.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Hakimi aimed beyond the defence. Spread neatly.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, some tackle that. Ball is over the line.
6
Van
added
Dijk.
minutes has been
That
indicated.
is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Can he latch on to this? There's the header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Yaya Toure. Now it's Mbappe. Robertson. Hakimi goes sliding in. Hakimi tries making a foray down the right.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Van Dijk promptly onto that. And that is as far as it goes. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Van Dijk taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and
Volunteers
deservedly
page block,
so.
Please report to the staff room immediately.
So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, that really did fly by. It's one of these games where everything progresses at 100 miles per hour, and at the end of it, this is what you can sometimes get. There may have been no winner, but still a tremendous watch.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then.
Well, it's safe to say, Peter, we're in the presence of defensive royalty here.
And so what is it that makes Paolo Maldini so regal?
Well, I think the fact that he almost never had to make a tackle says it all. He just doesn't need to. With him, it's all about anticipation, position.
Tries a shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Vitinha. Now it's Pele. He's looking wide. In with the challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Ronaldinho. Threads one in. Vitinha. He gets big. Oh, it rattles the bar.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Tries to pass it through. Spread neatly.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Played down the flank.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And this is Pele.
Pele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Liverpool yet to have an attempt on goal. Yaya Toure. Liverpool do have a chance to counter here. And it's Robertson. Now it's Mbappe. That is a brilliant interception. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. There's a sharp little ball here. Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Bellingham knocks it into space. He's onside. Dembele. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He has found the way through.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Robertson looking to hit the byline here. He's got tall. Oh, he's hit the bar. And he thumps it clear. Shot, surely! And he's done it! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Number 20, Didier Drogba. Didier Drogba. Didier Drogba.
Liverpool are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Can he latch on to this? Ronaldinho. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Ah, he's given it away. And the shot! No mistake! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things.
Oh, what has happened here? Tries to play it through.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Can he finish? Goal! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Drogba! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Liverpool finding their passes.
There will be one
Alexander-Arnold looking for options for movement. Oh, nicely intercepted. And we hit half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
Hello, attendees.
Midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without...
Oh, he goes for a shot! He scores! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
And this is Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho, up he goes! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Vieira. And now they can spring out of defence. Ronaldinho. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose. Real chance! He's got a goal! And they are right back within touch! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Liverpool give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout, climbs up big! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box, no shortage of targets here.
Bellingham. Steaming on goalwards. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, looks a smashing ball.
Drogba really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, that's fabulous. Shapes to shoot! He has done it! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Great vision. He's in a good position here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Pressure stays on, it is a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Ronaldinho. And that's a good ball. Decent chance! It's in! Comfort! Yet more comfort! Easing away. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Ronaldinho. And here's Drogba. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Aimed beyond the defence. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, nice touch. Van Dijk gets the foot in and wins the ball. Can he get on the end of this? Can he get onto this? And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Drogba. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
4 added
Oh, he's
minutes has been
defended
indicated.
very well against those tricky feet. Maldini. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Rijkaard. Now Mbappe. Dembele is herring after that one. Vieira. That's that, the end. Liverpool pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I've always been impressed with how this guy, Szoboszlai, has been able to combine physicality and the finesse he can also add to his game, Peter. He makes good use of his strength when receiving the ball in tight areas, and he has that trickery and athleticism to beat people, and a spring in his step, always a spring.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And this is Yaya Toure. Goes down, but nothing given. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. And that could set him on his way. Face to face with the keeper. Well, played right into his path. And here's Dembele. Dembele. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And he's been shifted off it. Tries to pass it through. That's a nicely shaped ball. And that is out of play. Out again for a throw-in. Alexander-Arnold, and it's played in here. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Dembele. Liverpool still without a single shot on target. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Could be danger here. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter.
Alexander-Arnold. Oh, well measured. Koulibaly makes the interception. Haaland looks to get on the end of this. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Looking for options for movement. Now it's Bellingham. Can he get on the end of this? Alexander-Arnold plays it in. And that has been cleared. Couldn't squeeze it through. Szoboszlai can so cleverly bypass the press. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. "30 minutes gone." Well, they've got it again.
Barcelona have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bellingham. Spread out to the left. Rijkaard. Oh, it's Dembele. That'll be a throw-in. And they're quick to get it back. Now, who's going to be first to this? Kukçu going full steam ahead down the left flank. And it's Dembele. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Now the ball in. That's going to go a long way. That has not gone well. Now, can they get him away? Decent chance! And that has been clubbed away. Well read, nice interception. Liverpool looking to pass their way through. That's a sharp pass. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Mbappe. He's gone for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Today, please refrain from
so there was the first half.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. There's the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Dembele. Kukçu. And here's the chance to counter. Gently done. Dembele. Big chance! Really well taken goal. First blood drawn. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Yaya Toure is always looking to break lines. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, it's Dembele. Belletti. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And the shot! Glorious! About as smooth as it gets. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That was a given. It always was.
Haaland really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Bellingham. Belletti. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Belletti. And it's Dembele. Now it's Drogba. Pinches it off him. Alexander-Arnold spots it and intercepts. Ball's gone out of play. And that's another good win of the ball. And here's Drogba. Kukçu. Jordan Henderson is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Haaland. He's had a shot! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. He's under a lot of pressure there. Oh, that's fabulous. Just eases him off the ball. Chance to deliver. Szoboszlai works it forward. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And here's Yaya Toure. Dembele. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Oh, played right into his path. Takes a shot! It's a goal! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
It's a pretty loose pass. Rijkaard. And here's Drogba. Oh, no joy this time.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Bellingham. Kukçu. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Dembele chasing after it. And he was quick to react. Szoboszlai. And the referee brings it to a close. Liverpool have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game, but he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Hullet, Eto'o. Liverpool do have a chance to counter here. Drogba. Oh, it's Dembele. That's tidy. Now the ball in. Well read, and the danger is averted. Dembele! And that's caused a worry or two. Can he get it through? Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And this is Eto'o. Back into the middle. Messi. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Messi. Now it's Eto'o. Looking for options for movement. And this is Eto'o. And he's managed to get free. Takes a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Shot a goal! Oh, it's fallen loose again! They've scored! First blood drawn. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Number 9.
Aberdeen have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Well, that looks a decent ball.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Robertson did well to stay calm there. Oh, strongly challenged there. Now it's Eto'o. Messi. And the finish! Denied by an instinctive save.
Eto'o is offering a wry smile there.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Now it's Schneider. And this is Eto'o. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He's got away. And he's being shifted off it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Nagatomo is always looking to play quality balls. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Robertson succumbs to the pressure. Looking for the run. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He's through, it's one. Can he finish? Oh, it's hit the post. And that's a good-looking ball. And this is Batistuta. He has found the way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Mbappe. He's found the way through. And he's in on goal. Mbappe! Oh, bang on target. Couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Drogba. He's having a go! And again the keeper stands strong.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
Oh, smashing header! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Aberdeen have the chance to go the other way. Mbappe knocks it out wide. Now, can they get him away? Delivery from Mbappe. Oh, he's seen that early. And he's had a hit! He's scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Dembele is the team's great visionary. Eto'o. Aberdeen have reclaimed it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Yaya Toure.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's been cut out, well played. And we hit half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Batistuta. Coming on to replace him is number 11.
Liverpool get the ball rolling for the second period. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And it's Drogba.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Cannavaro. Yaya Toure. Bellingham can so cleverly bypass the press. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. It's a good spell of possession, this. Goes for a shot! He's delivered all right!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Aberdeen are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have a breakthrough. Chance! They've done it! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
It's gone for a throw-in. That's a throw. Cannavaro up towards the front line. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Distributed tidily. Bullet. Liverpool ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Rijkaard. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. He's in plenty of space here. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Now he's off and running. Vinicius Junior.
That was lovely, that.
Oh, that's fabulous. Engages and forces him off the ball. Rijkaard.
This is the time you need that pace.
Looking to play him in. Might be danger here. Shooting chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches. The smooth... Up he goes! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Rijkaard. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now it's Eto'o. Chance here to counter. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Pass is just off target. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, there's the shot! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Liverpool have themselves a chance from the spot. He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. One back! Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? And they're quick to get it back. Bullet. Bullet proves just a little bit too strong. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. It'll be a throw-in. And it's Yaya Toure. And here's Drogba. That's very neat. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And a chance! Oh, it's gone in!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Vieira. Nagatomo. To Eto'o. Vinicius Junior. He's played it back. And here's Eto'o. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And that's that. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I thought it lived up to its billing, Peter. Very competitive, open and entertaining. And a little debating room.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Hernandez wins the duel this time. It's played through for him. Good take and a chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Drogba looks to get on the end of this. Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Bellingham. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. And he shoots! Mbappe is magnificent! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Looking for options for movement. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's got away, and Yaya Toure! Cross, oh, he's been caught napping!
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Can he latch on to this? Oh, he's been caught on it here! Cross from Robert, up he goes! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's quick to get it clear again. Van Basten. That's a little off target. And here's Mbappe. That's a good run down the left. Yaya Toure, well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Big chance! Rijkaard. Yaya Toure. And it's Drogba. Played out wide, and it's Serginho. Looking to play him in. That's the keeper's ball. Dembele chasing after it. Yaya Toure.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Roberto Carlos. Strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Now it's Mbappe. Liverpool are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Drogba for Yaya Toure. And the return pass. Van Basten. Cannavaro cuts it out. Robertson. Cannavaro. The message is clear, none shall pass. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Yaya Toure, over to the left. And it's Yaya Toure. That's been cut out, well played. Conte, looking for the run. Oh, well measured. There's the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. A momentary lapse. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our World Charity Fund.
Here we go again. Liverpool didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. No, again there's no way through. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Roberto Carlos. Thinks about the... Mbappe! It's in! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
After 49 minutes is number 11, Kylian
Liverpool
Mbappe.
give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Drogba. And he plays one through. And this is Dembele. Bellingham receives it in a wide position. Defending of the desperate variety.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And it's Van Basten. Carvajal. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well, that looks a decent ball. And it's real chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for either side. Drogba! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter. Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
He's got full. He has done it! Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
So now the difference is 3. Almost an hour gone. Robertson. It's a pretty loose pass. He's going to be disappointed with that. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Van Basten. Roberto Carlos. And it's Serginho. Oh, it's Dembele. Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Hit into the middle. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. That's a lovely, neat pass.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's gone forward. Now it's Van Basten. He has found a way through. That has not gone well. Not the most accurate pass. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Drogba. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Can he finish? Oh, didn't catch it right.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
75 minutes played. Yaya Toure. Bellingham. Could move up a gear here. Can he get it through? Aimed beyond the defence. Hernandez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Conte. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Bellingham. And here's Drogba. Now it's Yaya Toure. Mbappe. He's had a shot! Goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
After 81 minutes is number 11, Kylian Mbappe.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Oh, this looks sharp. Great vision. It's played through for him. And claimed it back swiftly. That is Conte. Knocks it into space. It's Van Basten! Chance again? No.
Ghana really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Alexander-Arnold. Dembele. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Carvajal. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe picks it up out wide. Yaya Toure.
Added time.
It's Bellingham.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's a sharp little ball here. That is a great pick out. And it's Drogba. And that has left him in a heap. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Nicely weighted ball. And he cuts out the supply. And that will be the final act. Liverpool perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting traffic to be heavy.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. And already we're underway here.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Now it's Ribery. Well, that looks a decent ball. Owen is flagged offside. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Messi. He is through here. Forwards and with intent. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Always onto this. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Can he finish? He scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Liverpool are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Tries a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Lahm cuts it out. That is good alertness. Spread out to the left. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's fabulous. Pelé. Oh, such a clever touch. Platini.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Xabi Alonso gets flagged offside. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's got Platini! Oh, what has happened here? And it's Xabi Alonso. He's gone for goal! And that is wildly off target.
Xabi Alonso clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Yaya Toure. Platini. Ribéry gets into some space. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Robertson is looking to influence the game from out wide. That has ended up in no man's land. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Drogba. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And here's Mbappe. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Rijkaard. Now it's Drogba. Yeah, he's fouled him there. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. Decent hit from there. Bellingham conjures time and space where few can. Bellingham, expertly cut out, really nicely done.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Van Dijk gets a foot in and wins the ball. And that's a dangerous ball. It's Drogba! And that is expertly dealt with. Messi. Messi hurtling down that right flank. Xavi Alonso. And it's Ribery. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking to play him in. Great vision. There's the shot! And he hits the net! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
That's been cut out, well played. Out to the left it goes. And this is Owen. Owen! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Over to the left. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change
with a quick
at this
request
stage.
for support for our charity fund, Chance in Football.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal.
And he's let fly!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Xavi Alonso. Played out to the left flank. That ball looks a good one. Well read, and the danger is averted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Xavi Alonso. He's a sharp little ball here. Xavi, and a chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Arsenal have their second corner now.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Platini. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Goes down, but nothing given. And he's managed to get free. Shot a goal! Goal! Just one goal in it now! Game on! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Was 61,052.
Liverpool get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
That is good strength. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And that's a simple one for the keeper.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue.
And Owen! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Arsenal have their third corner. Messi plays it short. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Pele. He has found the way through. Lovely feet. And this is Ribery.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Drogba! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Knocks it into space, and he's intervened well there. Xavi Alonso, Pele. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Drogba. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Knocks it out wide, and he's made sure that's not getting through.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Ribery. Platini going face-to-face with his great rival. Liverpool are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Real chance! It's a goal! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Any deeper thoughts about that goal?
Yeah, and anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Platini. And here's Ribery. Oh, sweet feet.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Pele.
Two added minutes has been
Shin
indicated.
to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And that's an excellent interception. Drogba. Bellingham. And that's that. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Dembele claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
everybody,
The
and
fans
welcome
have
to
pulled out
today's
all the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I really like the look of this fella, Xavi Simons. I was going to refer to him as just Xavi, but it just seems a little unfair. He is a proven leader and a communicator since his young days in the game. I just think he's better in a freer role. Just give him that freedom to express himself, and he's a type of player who just likes to play off the cuff, so you're never quite sure what he's going to do. He's unpredictable.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. He's a sharp little ball here. Raul plays Mbappe! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Dembele. He gets big. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, it's Dembele. Toure has it in a wide position. Here comes another cross.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Quarter of an hour played. It's a searching pass. Always onto this. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. It's a promising position, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Liverpool with the corner, they're first. Al Hilal are looking to go forward now. And the through ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Nicely chance! Goal! Al Hilal! And Al Hilal are in front. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here.
There's the shot! And he's had it nicked away. Raul. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he's intervened well there. Zakaria. Al Hilal looking to pass their way through.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Good ball, good take. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Looking for the run. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And the cross comes in. And that's the keeper's ball. Could move up a gear here. Dembele. The ball's swung in. And he's cut it out. That's a sharp pass. And it's Bellingham. He's having a go. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Spread out to the left.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Searching pass he's played there. Van der Sar breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Mbappe, Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Dembele. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold with the... climbs up big! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yaya Toure clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And Yaya Toure! He's been bundled over, that is a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket, it's just a stern lecture. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. He's having a go. Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
There will be 1 minute
Deep into stoppage time. Alexander-Arnold. Can he get on the end of this? There's no flag. Delivers with whip. Oh, that was vital. And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team.
Mbappe! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Threads one in. And he's picked it up out wide. That's an excellent interception. Now this could be a chance. Robertson. Played in by Robertson. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And he's managed to get free. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Raul, he's free, shot a goal! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Al Hilal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And it's Bellingham. Tries to play it through. Alexander-Arnold could try cutting inside here. Oh, that's a fine interception. It's run loose here. Well seen. Saw that coming. Now it's Mbappe. Out to the left it goes. Has a look and plays it forward. No, that's been intercepted. That's a lovely, neat pass. Drogba. Yaya Toure. Al Hilal trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Up he goes! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Mbappe. Now Yaya Toure. Robertson is wide and looking to get... Big header! He's got a goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
That has not gone well. Oh, this looks sharp. And he's only too happy to take that back. Bellingham goes steaming forward. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, that's well spotted. Bellingham. Can he get it through? Cross flung in, it's a mighty effort! He will be livid with himself.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Tries to pass it through. That has been cut short.
Al Hilal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And it's Dembele. And the finish! Great vision. Fiore. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Liverpool can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Nicely weighted ball. Crosses it in. He rises! And that could have brought them level.
That's really unlucky because he didn't do an awful lot wrong then. It's a let-off for that defence.
Substitution.
Al Hilal are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. The final 5 minutes. Van Dijk cuts it out.
Al Hilal really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And here's Drogba. And here's Dembele.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And this is Dembele. Played into the... Oh, what a climb! No, not the best of headers. That has ended up in no man's land. Ambitious ball here. And he's in on goal. He's got away. Oh, there's a probing ball. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, Ultimately decided by just the odd goal.
And a
So,
quick
Jim, how do you
reminder today
reflect on
that
what we The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. Well, here's a guy who's come as close as you can to perfecting the game, though his demeanour could barely be more modest. He really is every bit the anti-Galactico.
Yeah, and you wouldn't think that he's one of the great all-time midfielders until you actually see what he does on the pitch. Royalty.
Has a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now, can they get him away? Well, that looks a good ball through. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Bellingham. Now it's Dembele. Knocks it into space. Platini. Well, that's a good run down the left. Yaya Toure. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Iniesta. Bellingham wins the duel this time. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And this is Pele. Threads one in, picked out brilliantly, shapes the shoot! Goal! Inter! The breakthrough strike! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Liverpool finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
This is the time you need that pace.
Mbappe looking to run onto it. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. And here's Dembele. He is just He's had a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Liverpool with the corner, they're first. Rijkaard! Harmlessly behind.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Yaya Toure is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Looking to play him in. Ferdinand cuts it out. Iniesta. Now it's Pele. Pele. Now it's Drogba. Oh, good-looking ball. Vieira. And that could set him on his way. Oh, no joy this time. Dembele looks to get on the end of this. He is through here. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Now it's Drogba. And the counter is on. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Messi, Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. And this is Drogba. Liverpool looking to pass their way through. Played into space. Played back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
And here's Platini. He's had it nicked away. And this is Pele! Messi, expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now it's Drogba. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Vieira, can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. He's done very well to get to that.
Vieira clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Mbappe. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. Tries to play it through. And he's managed to get free.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Vieira gets a foot in here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And there's the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And they can counter here. And it's Robertson. He's a sharp little ball here. Corner given. Liverpool have their second corner now. Rijkaard! Just off target. Platini, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Platini going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Dembele goes steaming forward. Oh, easy pickings there. Platini. Iniesta. Looking for options for movement. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
He's in a great position here. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Iniesta engages and forces him off the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Messi. Yaya Toure. Now Mbappe. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Robertson. Mbappe. Yaya Toure. He has a look up. Toure defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Pelé, and here's Platini. Van Bronckhorst, and he's worked it through. Van der Sar claims comfortable. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And the pass is intercepted.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Dembele. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Iniesta. Platini in acres of space out wide. And he's cut it out. Rijkaard. And this is Pelé! Pelé! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
You could tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Iniesta. And he's gone backward here. And this is Pelé! Mbappe. Time and again they are repelled. Can he get it through? Pelé!
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And this is Messi. That's tidy. Oh, that... And a chance! And that would have been game, set and match. Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And the return pass. Iniesta. Now it's Platini. Now it's Pelé.
There will
Robertson.
be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Messi. And time is up. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job.
Hello, attendees.
Any reflections on
This
what
is
you've
a
seen, Jim?
lost
Well,
children
there was a
announcement.
distinct lack of
Please keep
clarity
your eyes
or
on your
commitment
children during
in
the match
everything
at
the
all
players
times.
were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello, everybody,
The fans have
and
pulled out
welcome to
all the
today's
stops
match.
to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, look, it's going to be a very hard job to make sure that the lone man up front doesn't get isolated.
Well, that is the obvious worry, isn't it?
Yeah, usually managers play a compact midfield when trying not to give away space, but it gives you little scope when trying to create and exploit space yourself.
So emphasis very much on defence.
Absolutely.
Driving on and making good progress. Alexander-Arnold. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Tries to play it through. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
How can you overlook a player who has a name like this guy, Xavi Simons? He plays on either wing or as a false nine. He's quick, he's versatile, he's hard-working, he's coachable. They all say he has a great footballing IQ. And he's one of those catch-me-if-you-can types.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Le Normand. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. And he welcomes it in. Chance, surely! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And it's a goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Kylian Mbappe.
Chelsea finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He's cut it out, goes for goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Chelsea with the corner, there first. And a few accusing looks coming his way. That's a lovely, neat pass. Drogba. And it's Robertson. Wriggles his way through. Mbappe! No, that's overhit. Chelsea were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Now it's Simons. He's in plenty of space here. Cannavaro deals with that comfortably. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And the ball's gone astray. Now it's Mbappe. He shifted it to the flank. Hazard has it out wide and in space. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Out towards the flank. Nicely weighted ball. Tries to cross. Big header! Yaya Toure is the team's great visionary. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Quality ball. Dembele, and he's managed to get free. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Tries to get it clear. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Now it's Mbappe. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? That's been cut out, well played. Lofted upfield. Mbappe chasing after it. It's come to nothing. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Mbappe, and he's on his way. And he's now Mbappe. He's had a shot! Bellingham. Chance here to counter. And he plays one through. Drogba gets through on it, and a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Drogba really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And here's Dembele. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mbappe! Taken back almost at once. And here's Drogba. He's tried one! And for a moment, time stood still.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Yaya Toure. Oh, he's burst through! Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Drogba. Can he get on the end of this? Rijkaard. Looking for the run. He's a sharp little ball here, and he's picked it up out wide. Hazard! Oh, shooting chance! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Just a quick announcement.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Liverpool head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Aimed beyond the defence. It's Dembele! Really well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Liverpool are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Simons. Oh, that was vital. Thuram makes the interception. Mbappe is onto this. Mbappe! Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Mbappe. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Simons. It's a promising position. Simons turns and goes back. Big chance! That's a half-decent try. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Mbappe. And that's a good ball. Bellingham conjures time and space where few can. Dembele in acres of space out wide. Oh, smashing header! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Tries a shot! Rijkaard. Now it's Mbappe. Saka. That has not gone well. That'll be a throw. Driven forward. Out to the right. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Oh, nicely intercepted. Conte. And it's Rijkaard. It's a pretty loose pass. Can he get it through?
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Rijkaard. Played out towards the right wing. Yaya Toure. Conte. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Some really good ball movement. Simons. Mbappe. Threads one in. That's been slipped through. Drogba! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now it's Mbappe. Great vision. That ball looks a good one. Oh, this is a great position. And the finish! They've scored! Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Short changes him with that pass. Knocks it into space. Played out to the left flank. Not the most accurate pass. Played out to the right. Saka running with the ball. Mbappe goes for a shot! And that could come back to haunt them.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Simons. Coming on the field is number 19, Bernardo Silva.
Oh, well played, well played.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Thuram gets good distance on it. Rijkaard. Van der Sar claims comfortably. Bernardo Silva. Nicely spread. Tries to pass it through. Can he latch on to this? Alexander-Arnold is there, and he can get that clear. And smartly reclaimed.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Just eases him off the ball.
2 added minutes
Into
has been
stoppage time,
indicated.
very little left on it. Now it's Hazard. Rijkaard. Now it's Hazard. Nicely shaped ball. Now there's the shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Alexander-Arnold. Rijkaard. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose.